Hey y'all, and welcome to Politabrawl. My name is Brian, and Trump interrupts this Japanese bank CEO with a shocking request. He wasn't expecting this.
Thank you so much. I'm very, very excited. I would really like to celebrate the great victory of President Trump. And my confidence level to the economy of the United States has tremendously increased with his victory. So because of that, I'm now excited to commit this $100 billion and 100,000 jobs into the United States. This is double of last time, as President Trump said. Because I say, oh, President Trump is a double down president. I'm going to have to double down, $100 billion and 100,000 jobs. This is, my confidence level, because that has doubled down. So I am truly excited to make this happen. And of course, business is important, technology is important. But one more thing I'm really hoping is that this President Trump would make the world, bring the world into peace again. That's my additional hope. And I think he will actually make it happen. So anyway, I'm excited to go, and we were discussing, and President Trump said, Masa, double down is not enough. Maybe, go for more, right?
That's what I'm going to ask him right now. Would you make it $200 billion instead of he can actually, believe it or not, he can actually afford to do that. Would you do that?
Well, my promise is 100, but, he's now asking to do more. I think, with your leadership, my partnership with you, with your support, I will try to make it happen.
That's good.
All right.
200. He'll make it happen. 200 billion investment.
He is a great negotiator.
He's a brilliant guy and did an unbelievable job, and the people of Japan and all over the world are very proud of him. They have tremendous respect for him.
This is more than just Trump going off the cuff, and we can always wax poetic about what happens when Trump goes off script. And this is just him doing the funny version of chaos out there, just joking about, let's double it to 200 million. First off, that's the kind of humor that Japanese businessmen like this CEO really understand. They love this sort of mentality because they can't really do that in Japan, but they can kind of get away with it in America. And that's just sort of a night and day difference between the Eastern and Western cultures. And yet, there's been this very interesting, not symbiotic relationship, but how would you... I'm still trying to find the best way to describe the Japanese-American relationship, because we were the nation that got them to open up trade to the world, and then back in the 1850s, and then all of a sudden, they loved everything American. I mean, even after we dropped 2 nuclear bombs on them, they still love the United States. Baseball is one of the biggest sports in Japan. They love American culture, and that's because American culture is just such a night and day difference, almost a yin and yang sort of deal, except that's Chinese. But this is the CEO of SoftBank, who has been a backer of Donald Trump for a long time now, ever since 2016. And he donated, I think, $50 million back in that time, and now he's doubled it to $100 million now in 2024. And so Trump, being Trump, said, well, why don't you double it to $200 million? Now, here's the interesting thing about SoftBank. And again, this is the real reason why we love Donald Trump. And it's not because he's saying something funny, everyone's laughing and having a good time. This is the art of the deal in a nutshell. He's joking about raising the investment money, which is a signal to say, hey, there's more room for negotiation here. Furthermore, let's actually take a look at this company. Let's see, SoftBank, according to the Motley Fool, The key points of SoftBank is the SoftBank Group is a Japanese holding company that focuses on investment management. They invest in both public and private businesses through venture capital funds. It's only been a holding company since 1999, and it's had its ups and downs, like all businesses do, all banks do. But this bank started off as a traditional bank, realized they had some really competent people, and so they just kept on raking in money. And so, what does that mean for Trump, and what does it mean for America? Well, this means that America's foreign policy is going back to 2016. And that is, we are starting to make, not rogue nations, so to speak, but potentially volatile nations, we're bringing them back into the U.S. orbit. See, Japan has long since been one of the biggest debt holders of the United States, all right? It's actually United States citizens, the Japanese, then the Chinese, when it comes to holding U.S. debt. However, the Japanese love investing in companies all over the country, particularly like SoftBank, and they have investments with both the Chinese-backed group Alibaba, also with Saudi Arabian groups. And that means that a nation like China, who is kind of looking at the Near East and looking hungrily at Taiwan, which, by the way, full disclosure, it looks like I'm going to get that one wrong. I thought that the Chinese would have rolled the dice and invaded Taiwan by now. I am happy to be wrong on that. I hope I'm continually wrong on that. But it's making international trade relations better and more competitive and better for the United States by keeping people in Japan closer to the United States, and then having direct relations with Chinese and Saudis, who are known for being a little bit more volatile, but also being open to deal making. That's what Donald Trump loves doing. That's what those nations respect, because Trump is about money. That's what the Saudis are about. Trump is about the bottom line and power politics. That's what the Chinese are about. And the Japanese are far more pragmatists, and Trump loves hanging out with these guys, and you can clearly tell by the relationship he has with the CEO. So what does this ultimately mean? Well, this means that the SoftBank Group is investing in American AI, artificial intelligence projects, and this is a big reason I think Elon Musk really got involved. While Elon Musk does care about the culture wars, he does care about the ability of his business being able to work without ridiculous restrictions, like, say, I don't know, all the red tape in California. It's why he's moved so much of his business to Texas. But he also cares about the artificial intelligence prospects. And this is a big part of the Department of Government Efficiency, the DOGE department, if you will. And this whole idea is going to be about bringing artificial intelligence to make it easier for the American people to work with their government, and to make sure that the government is streamlined so we're not wasting tax dollars left and right. I read somewhere this morning that we waste almost $500 billion in accidental fraud. Well, you get some artificial intelligence algorithms in there, and you can wipe out a ton of that with the right technology. And so that's why Trump wants to invest in this. It makes the government more streamlined. It means that China and the Saudis now have better relationships with Japan, which means the United States can then further leverage that to keep the money flowing, the economy prospering, and the world at a better chance at peace. This is how you use American foreign policy, and how to properly use soft power. Not the CIA coup backing crap. Not the send money to the infinite money printer that is the forever wars in Ukraine and Israel. And not constantly sending money over to other nations to buy our weapons. No. This is a mutual finance agreement. And finally, we're seeing good foreign policy like this benefiting America, benefiting world peace, and making everybody wealthier. No one loses with this. This is the art of the deal that America deserves, and this is the deal that the world deserves. More peace, more prosperity, and a more unified front. Because no one wants to rock that boat and potentially threaten the money flow. This is how you deter world violence. This is how you deter bad actors, and this is how you get better chances at peace that the world richly needs. And Trump is at the forefront of this. Folks, my name is Brian. Hope you enjoyed that segment here on Politbro. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. And until then, y'all have a good one.